Roger Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather's uncle and former trainer, died at the age of 58. As a fighter, Roger turned pro in 1981 and won his first world title in 1983. His career would go on into 1999, and he retired with a record of 59-13. Roger was also a two-weight world champion, and was considered as the finest trainer, who sculpted Floyd Mayweather into becoming the global phenom he is today. He trained Floyd Mayweather between 1996 and 1998, and later between 2000 and 2012. Roger was replaced by his brother, Floyd Mayweather Sr., both times. The cause of death was unconfirmed, but Roger had been in declining health for many years. In fact, Floyd opened up about Roger's health back in 2015, and attributed his deterioration to the after-effects of his boxing career. Roger's health problems were evident in 2016, when he went missing for several days in Las Vegas, and fortunately, he was located by the cops. Roger Mayweather, a champion boxer, and finest trainer of his generation. Our condolence with the Mayweather family, in this difficult time.
Today, some sad news in the world of boxing, this breaking within the last hour or so, TMZ being the first to report it. Roger Mayweather, the uncle and former trainer of Floyd Mayweather, has passed away at the age of 58. Somewhat shocking news. When I say somewhat, I say that because Roger Mayweather has had a lot of health issues in the past. He's had diabetes, substance abuse problems. He didn't really take all that great care of himself. Floyd Mayweather actually hit on that in a bunch of the 24/7 series that were on HBO, that he loved his Uncle Roger and that he didn't really take as good of care of himself as he should have. So Roger Mayweather, 58 years old, has passed, and this has been a really, really tough week for Floyd Mayweather. He just lost the mother of his children. His first, is what he says, true love, found deceased, dead in a vehicle last week. Don't know the story behind that. I think we're still waiting on the autopsy report, but no drugs or alcohol or anything like that involved. And to have Floyd lose his uncle, who he was really, really close with. Floyd had a really strong and close relationship with his Uncle Roger. Uncle Roger did all the training, and many consider Roger the greatest trainer in the world, or did consider him the greatest trainer in the world. He did a lot of work with Floyd, and he was primarily responsible for Floyd's skill in the ring. He was his primary training guy for most of, if not all of, his career, him and his father. So kind of shocking news to come out of Las Vegas. He was a very good boxer himself. He fought guys like Julio Cesar Chavez, Ray Boom Boom Mancini. He fought Vinny Pazienza. He was a two-time, a two-weight world champion. He held the WBA and the lineal super featherweight titles back in the day. The WBC light welterweight title from 1987 to 1989. His health was in decline in the later years. Back in 2015, Floyd opened up about the health concerns for Roger, saying that he had brain damage and he had the brain of an 83-year-old man. And this is when Roger was in his 50s. So I think Floyd knew this day was coming sooner than later. Maybe not this soon. The article that I'm reading right now went on to talk about an incident that happened a few years ago where Roger went missing, and they didn't know where he was, and local law enforcement was actually able to track down Roger and get him back safely. But there was definitely some issues, and I think the diabetes had a lot of negative impact on his health overall. But here we are today reporting on the death of Roger Mayweather.